Hi there, everybody. This is John Drew here from Elevated Planet.
It's Jolie Gabrielle here from Elevated Planet, and we'd like to welcome you to today, Thursday's Pam Gregory Inspired Meditation. And John is going to go ahead and tell us more about it.
Yep, we are magnetizing the new Earth frequency to us. We're entangling ourselves with the quantum wave structure. We're sending out all that high vibe energy to kind of all those people in trouble spots around the world, as Pam tells us. We don't focus on the problems, we focus on the solutions. We focus on the emotions and the feelings that we want them to experience, the peace, the harmony, the balance of life again. Um, so yeah, but I always love doing this because I know that we have this thing whereby if we can bring in an extra 10 people, okay, it's the value of 100. It's all about, the squaring effect of the number that we can provide. So typically we are, like when you bear in mind the fact that obviously the time zone in the UK doesn't fit everybody around the world. So when people have been and done this, and we quite often get triple digits of people who've seen this particular meditation and joined this meditation, then that's the time when, we're talking about tens of thousands of people then that are really involved in this from our perspective to add to whatever Pam is adding to this around the world. And, clearly she is a person of influence these days, and rightly so, because she's here for a very special purpose. She's here to help to lead humanity forward at this time. I know that, she does astrology and things like that, but I think Pam is so much more than that. What do you reckon, Jolie?
Absolutely. She's a pioneer, right now. And I would say, really a channel of, like I like to say, light and blessings, really trying to help humanity, us, mankind, move into unconditional love and unspeakable beauty. She's very gifted, and I am a big fan of her and her work.
Yes, indeed. We've sort of tapped into her wisdom many times with the Elevated Planet channel before, and we will continue to do so because, yeah, I do think that influence that she has with I don't know how many followers she has these days, but it's a lot. And people love tapping into what she has to say. And it's been interesting actually watching over these last few years with Pam because before it used to be very much about the astrology, and it still is, but now it's gone up several layers. Now we're going deeper into the spirituality, and obviously she's now interviewing various people, whether it's your David Clements or Lee Harris and the Z's and the likes. And she's, she's become that, that beacon, right? That beacon for people to gravitate around. And these meditations themselves, right? The creation of this is a beautiful thing because, if you imagine, right, particularly on the Sundays when she's doing this, obviously, and again, just to make the point, this is always available on the channel for anybody to use any day of the week
Time. Yeah.
because that's the way that Pam has set it up. This is a 7 days a week thing, but obviously people can't do 7 days a week. We always focus on the Thursday because it gives us a focus point. But
Right.
whenever you have time, you can tune in and play it through.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful easing of the energy and the spirit and allowing for us to connect with one another. And it's a beautiful thing to kind of in your day to stop, reconnect, and then get back to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what really excites me about the power of meditations these days, Charlie, in particular, because we've been working on the show for Sunday, haven't we? Which is
Yes.
it, I mean, honestly, we're crossing the bridge of time here to actually uh, look at this. But what this underlines, and I've seen it in the modern era as well, how powerful group meditation is and how it can be used as a positive force for good. And this is a classic example coming up on Sunday of how this was used in a way influencing today, not influencing it as it was at the time. It was there. It was not easy, but they got it done. And now it gets us to a point today where humanity can go through this transition, this metamorphosis, as a result of what they did thousands of years ago using the gift of meditation. I mean, what do you think, Jolie?
Yeah, I mean, meditation has been around. I mean, innumerable amounts of years. Why? Because the concentration and the focus towards positivity will never stop, right? And it's such a beautiful thing for us to take this bull of positive energy, by the horns, because what's going on here in our world? I keep thinking about this. We've had World War I, World War II, we've had famine, poverty for so long. We know how to cure this, we know how to heal this. Why aren't we doing it? Maybe the question isn't why. Maybe we should step into the how. And that's what meditation helps us do. How do we solve this problem? We must come together collectively to help people everywhere, all over the earth, to step into their highest good, their power, their most zenith of who they are, the spiritual higher self, whatever you want to look at it. That is so important in order for us to remove some of this darkness. Like, why is it even here? We know what is the benefit of keeping us suppressed. And it's our responsibility now to realize we're being suppressed. Okay, now it's enough. We're ready to back out of Plato's cave. Pam has backed out, and now she's coming back to kind of grab us all out and say, look, please follow this path that I've created for you.
Yes.
Beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing, and to that point as well, I know we mentioned this again last week, but the moon alchemy meditations that we're creating now, they're super powerful. And we are going to play a little piece about this. And I said to Joe, like, I'm not always comfortable about this because I don't like pitching stuff, right, just before the meditation. But the bottom line is, this is so powerful, we can't not do this because we've been doing it ourselves. We've had a number of people going through this and just loving this process. And if there's any curiosity around this, just reach out to us. But this what I'm going to show you now kind of just leads us into Pam's meditation. Anything you want to add before we hit the button, Jolie?
No, no.
Okay. Right, we're going to do that, and so it's just going to play a little clip that we kind of just pulled together from last Sunday's show, just to underline the power of this. And after that, it leads us directly into Pam's meditation. And after that, we just obviously we don't come back again afterwards because we leave everybody to drift off on their own personal cloud of meditation and joy and happiness and all the rest of it. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being here with us today. We truly appreciate it. And now we are going to switch screens. Take care. So just wanted to mention a couple of things actually. The moon alchemy thing, which is going really well. We've got it there for a bunch of people at the moment working. Got some on the cutting room floor at the moment, which will be issued in the next day or so. And we had a real success as well. One of the ladies that took this a couple of weeks ago. And well, what can you say? It's a success of the most awesome kind because her new reality will be delivered in about 9 months. So
Yes.
she is creating her new reality, and it really worked. And congratulations to her.
Yes.
I'm not going to name her because obviously it's these things are very private, but
Yeah.
nevertheless, delighted it happened as quickly as it did. And this is, but I do believe this really works because we're doing, we're creating these meditations where we're putting our vision for our perfect future, our world of unspeakable beauty, and you're embedding it within this meditation for you to listen to. It's a private video. You get to listen to it as many times as you want, but you're using the moon cycles, the energy of the moon. You're going back to the old Gnostic traditions. And the reason we're no longer in the Gnostic traditions is because the Gnostic traditions are very powerful. And part of the programming and conditioning was taking us away from swimming with the tide because they want us from, but the
Yes.
controllers have wanted us swimming into the tide rather than with it. So it's kind of the way it works, and we instruct all the way through it. If anybody ever has any interest, then drop me an email to johndrew@elevatedplanet.life. But it's got a couple of wonderful Jolay meditations that go with that. But you have your piece sandwiched in the middle, and it's so moving. Jolay and I, we're doing this
Yeah.
once,
Yeah.
it's more than once a day for
Yeah.
our vision for Elevated Planet. It's fantastic. I love it. I love
Yeah. And
it.
it's such a good feeling, John. More than anything, I'm finding when your subconscious hears your own voice, there's sort of this grounding in your cells of you've got this, you can do this, you know, you belong here. And that's such a powerful gift to give yourself.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And you're right. I mean, when I'm going through the meditation, I just have this biggest, most stupid grin on my face for the entire duration of it. It just
Yeah.
makes me happy. Very, very happy. So, yeah, it's anybody interested, John Drew at elevatedplanet.life, and I can provide you more details and you can see if it's of interest to you.
So as we begin this meditation, you might want to light a candle or burn some incense. Just make sure you're not going to be disturbed and have a sense of creating sacred space. Set a clear intention that this is for your highest good, the highest good of all, and the highest good of the earth. Use a mantra of we're welcoming in an ever-expanding consciousness of love. And then just take 3 long, slow breaths. And try and make the exhale a little longer than the inhale. You might even pause for a few seconds at the end of the exhale. Let your jaw go slack and all the tiny muscles around your eyes soften. Let your face soften, and you feel that heavy, softening relaxation just spreading down through your body, arms, your legs. Feel like butter melting in the sun. We're coming together with open hearts, and we're shifting the collective timeline every time we do this. So imagine our global community. We're creating a sacred global circle. Imagine holding our hands across the world and connecting with our hearts. Some of you may even feel a strong vortex of energy going around the world, connecting all of our hearts together. And know that inside your heart, very small but very bright, is a tiny flame. It's your life force that connects you to the divine. And in the center of this circle, put any living being who you feel or know is suffering right now. People in war zones, people in poverty, disease, famine. You can put animals, birds, all of sentient life. People in extreme weather conditions, earthquakes, volcanoes. Anyone or anything who needs help and healing, put them in the circle. And we're not going to dwell on the suffering because that will magnify it. We're going to raise our consciousness beyond that. So start to see waves of very soft, gentle, pale blue light. Waves coming in, soothing, calming, all the extremes within that circle. Calming all the grief, the sadness, the hunger, the suffering. See it all soothing and calming as a mother would calm a child. And you can continue to visualize these soft blue waves of calm light all the way through your day if you wish. And then come back to that tiny, very bright flame of light inside your heart, your divine connection. And as you drop into this light and your breath, imagine that you're breathing in and out through the heart as if it were your lungs. And start to see this light get brighter, stronger, bigger. And feel that we're joining together with that heart light all over the world. Feel the expansion of love that we're creating every time we do this. And as your heart light expands, feel love, joy, compassion, peace, freedom, freedom for all beings. And we're connecting in this ever-growing web of light around the earth. And start to feel with your breath and your heart light that we're feeding this web of light with those positive emotions: love, joy, peace, compassion, freedom. And imagine this web of light is alive. It's shimmering. It's becoming bigger and brighter all around the earth. We're creating this from the invisible with our focus and our love, and this is how realities are created. You might even notice that other beings are starting to join us. More people, more animals, maybe the elementals, the fairies, the tree beings, our galactic family perhaps, coming together in an army of love, a tsunami of love that is bringing more connection and a sense of oneness to all of humanity. And this tsunami of love adds power to this web of light You might see it as silver golden, sparkling, brilliant, shimmering, vibrant and alive, and taking on its own momentum. And we're doing this by weaving the harmonics of creation with the divine. It's creating an unstoppable force to transmute all of the suffering from darkness into light. We're lifting all of life on Gaia and maybe beyond. And you might even feel that these pulses from our shimmering web of heart light are starting to reach out into the cosmos via this bigger web of light. They're stretching out like galactic superhighways of love. They're reaching out to our galactic family. And also, in this web of light, they're weaving back to Gaia, all of life connecting, even to the inner earth beings and all of those high intelligences. Everything has more life force now. Everything is more lit up, more heightened, more sparkling. It's a sense of pulsing oneness and harmony across our entire creation. Everything is connected to support the other in this web of light. This is cosmic love and unity consciousness weaving together to create a new reality in higher timelines where anything is possible. We're raising the love and light quotient on the earth. We're creating new stepping stones of light for others to follow. We can change timelines in a moment. We're coming together in thousands every day in one focused intention to build a more loving new earth. We're the bridge builders, the pioneers who will be talked about in history books. We're embodying that new frequency. We are New Earth. We are creating a new energetic template. And our legacy will be that we stood strong in our light, our love, and our joy as acts of defiance as the battles raged around us. We're imprinting the energy field with a blueprint of a higher version of humanity, with compassion. And our legacy is how much we raise the love quotient in the world. We're warriors of light and warriors of love. Know that deeply in your heart. We're welcoming in an ever-expanding consciousness of love. And you might just check to see if we've eased the suffering somewhat since we started. And do you feel calmer, clearer, as if the lights have been turned up? Did you see a vision of the future we're creating together every day? Know our power as we come together in numbers every day to do this with spiritual dedication. Every day when we do this, we're adding to the tsunami of love across the world and the living light, which is creating a very different reality for us all. It's a powerful legacy to say that you could not have done more for love in this world as a bridge builder. And gradually, you might start to feel your body again. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And just come back to the room. I just want to thank you and send you many blessings to you all for being with me on this journey of immense courage and transformation. God bless.